so I'm going to go out there and support her. And
I had to take a breather.
Hello, once again, this is John Boynton, aka 236 pounds no more. Welcome to the show. Today's show is going to be kind of a little different than normal shows. You know, I normally talk a little bit about some helpful hints and ask questions that people might have asked me in emails as far as weight issues or addiction issues. Well, what I want to start doing is start doing an interview series. I meet some famous people every now and then, and I talk a lot to people on, you know, out there in the busy life, and a lot of people have a lot of great stories that I like to post and I want to give more exposure to, because I really feel in this area of addictions and stuff like that, we can learn from other people and be inspired by other people, which is the case for this next person. I've got an interview. Actually, we're going to do this via phone interview. He is no stranger to YouTube. He goes by the name of Usedtobe803. Now, for people out there that really do not have a great attention as far as what they read, or really they don't understand or can't process what they read, get the name Usedtobe803, as in pounds. Okay, yes, 803 pounds, but he's not 803 pounds anymore. He used to be. Let's set that record straight right there. His name is Jeremy Norman, and before I answer any more questions, I want to bring him on here live. Jeremy, are you there?
Hey man, I'm right here.
All right, great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. Real good. And welcome to the first interview of 236 No More. Hey, question for you. How old are you?
I'm 22. I'll be 23 this July.
So my question for you is, you used to be 803. Now you're not 803 anymore. Before we get into that, let me ask you, when did you first start to notice weight gain?
Well, see, I was always big all my life, and I was gaining and losing the weight, but it really started to hit me after I found out about my testosterone disease.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10", okay. Now I'm 5'7", 5'8", give an inch or two or so. At 2004, I stepped on the scale, and I think that was the most weight I've ever weighed before, 236 pounds, and for 5'7", that's pretty heavy for a person, normal person, and a lot of depression hit me and all that. Let me ask you this question. What went through your mind as you started to gain weight, let's say past 200-300 pounds?
Well, it kind of scared me. I mean, because I was thinking if there was something wrong with my diet, or that the doctors were just, you know, really messing with me. They weren't giving me the right diagnosis or the right, you know, treatments to control the weight.
Why did you end up gaining all this weight?
Well, we're pretty sure that it was from the medicine phenobarbital that I took for seizures when I was a baby.
Okay.
Just after I took it, because I was cutting teeth and I had seizures, took the medicine. When I was taken off of it, I started gaining weight. But for all those years, I was told that I just ate too much. And they said, get out and run. They wouldn't listen to the fact that maybe the medicine was messing me up. So it wasn't until I was 16 years old and getting a physical for my first job that my doctor finally said, you know, you need to get checked. And I went to an endocrinologist, and he said, well, you have Froelich syndrome.
And now what is that?
Froelich syndrome it's a rare disease. It's really weird. It's believed to be caused from damage to the part of the brain that controls things like our sleep cycles and body temperature and different thyroid, stuff like that. It causes problems. It's like insanely low testosterone. You can have delayed puberty and then obesity. I wasn't able to burn my fat normally like a normal person would when they work out, and I wasn't able to gain muscle normally as well.
What did you do about that? I mean, you say that helps as far as aids in rapid growth, weight?
Well, what happened was my endocrinologist, he was had to do treatments. We tried testosterone shots, and those didn't work. And then they tried a gel that they use, and it was just not working me or helping me lose the weight because I was dieting at the time too. So, I mean, it just pretty much I was just living my life. And by the time I was in my 3rd semester of college, I was up to 600 pounds, and my body just started deteriorating.
Wow. So, what was there any answer or anything you could do about it?
Well, before that, my body just started going downhill, and my doctor said that you just have to have a surgery or you're going to die.
What kind of surgery did they do then?
I had the main gastric bypass surgery, the big cut.
Okay, and now how would that help the syndrome?
They believe that what was causing the gels and everything not working was because of my body size. I was so big that it was just, they'd have to give me way too much. You know, too much of it is really bad for you, especially because it has steroids in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so my body was gain weight anyways from the steroids because what I was taking was already causing me to have water retention problems.
Okay, now, so obviously, since you go by the name of Usedtobe803, you're not 803 anymore.
Right.
So how much right now are you weighing in at?
Well, the last time I was weighed was back in October. We can't find a table around here that can weigh me. It's one of those bed scales, but my last weigh-in was 343. So that means I dropped 460 pounds, but I feel at least 20, 30 pounds lighter than that now.
Wow. Now, what are you doing to lose the weight?
My dietitian from the nursing home set me on a 2,000-calorie diet, and my wife and I and my father and I work out when we can, and we do therapy and stuff like that. Plus, I never had diabetes, but I do watch my sugar intake, and I eat low carbs as well.
Now, I noticed on the site, on your site, Usedtobe803, you say you're not walking, you're working on getting the strength back to walk. Now, what do you want to do after you start walking?
Pretty much just want to get back into the world, start my life again, start my life with my wife. I want to get out and help people. I want to start, small by going to churches and then attending conventions, and then hopefully having my own someday with, just big groups and spreading inspiration and faith to people, just to show them that they're not alone. Someone out there cares, has been there and back.
See, you're on YouTube. You're also on MySpace. You also have a separate website and all that. A lot of awareness. I noticed there's so much awareness out there about the situation what you're going through and all that. So, what is the one thing you like about YouTube?
I think it's because it gives me a great opportunity to express myself to others through video while I'm at home fighting to walk again. And I have so many people that I hear from. And there's, good responses and there's bad responses. So the good helps me get a boost, with my daily life and everything, and the bad helps me get tougher skin for my future.
So what's something you'd like to say to our listeners here at 236 no more?
I just want listeners who, right now, the ones who are obese, I want them to know that people like us are there for them, we'll support them and give advice as well as friendship so they can lead happier, healthier life. And to the people who are no longer obese or they like to judge people who are, I just want to say, remember where you came from, or show compassion towards others. We're all one, and this hate, this discrimination, and these stereotypes have got to end. And we have to start showing education to people. We have to start spreading compassion and start a brotherhood.
Jeremy, that is awesome, man. We're going to do a part 2 also coming up on the interview with you because you got a lot of cool artwork. You're an artist. You're also a big believer, faith, and all that. We're going to talk a lot about that, and you have a lot of support behind you.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Some cool support. So we're going to get into that, talk about that, and so thank you so much for being on this show.
Oh, thank you.
And we will look forward to part 2.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, man.
All right, thanks, man.